Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. Now, in today's video, I'm gonna be ranked the Dark Deception levels from chapter 1 to 3 by easiest to hardest. I am doing this since I don't feel like anyone on YouTube has done this before, and I feel like it needs to be done by someone, right? And I feel like I'm the one to do it. So if you disagree with me, write your own tier list down in the comments. I would love to see what you guys think is the hardest or the easiest levels in Dark Deception chapters 1 to 3. But I feel like we should just get started, so let's get started with number 5. So at number 5 we have Elementary Evil. Now this level is considered as the easiest level in my opinion in Dark Deception, and here is why. Agatha is the only enemy in the level, which already makes it way easier. She is the only enemy though if you don't count Malak. And another thing that also makes this level way easier is that you can basically hear where she is all the time. She'll speak during the level, which gives you clues to where she is, and if you do hear her, then you know where to go and where to not go. Since if you hear her in front of you, then you go behind you, since you don't want to encounter her. And even if she is faster than you, you can still get away pretty easily. All you have to do is find a door in the level, and there are doors basically everywhere in Elementary Evil. All you have to do is, when you're getting chased, just close a door behind you that you walk past, and then Agatha will have to teleport to the other side. But her teleport takes a bit of time, which gives you a ton of time to actually get away before and escape. Also, just to mention, there are no traps in this level, which already makes it a bit easier than it has to be. When you are in zone 2 and Agatha can teleport, it is still not hard. All you have to do when she teleports is look in the direction you want her to spawn, and she will spawn there. So when you are getting chased, for example, just look behind you when she is teleporting, and then Agatha will teleport there. And that's not that bad to do. But remember, turn your camera after she teleports, because otherwise she'll spawn in front of you still. And that is a bit bad. From time to time you maybe get stuck somewhere in the school and die, but that does not happen often. The escape sequence, it's not that hard, as far as you do it right. Which is not touching any portals. And if you do not touch any portals, you do not spawn Agatha, and then you only have Malak to deal with. Yeah, Elementary Evil is just the easiest level of Dark Deception because of these reasons. So at number 4 we have Stranger Sewers. Now, it was actually very hard to rank who was going to be ranked 5 and 4, but I decided that Stranger Sewers is ranked 4. Because there are some reasons that make this level not be the easiest level. Those reasons are that this level has a lot of enemies you have to be careful about. But what makes this level not be higher ranked is that they are a bit too easy to get away from. They are slower than the player, which gives you an advantage by not needing to use speed boost, although I would recommend using it still. Oh yeah, you have telepathy at this point, which makes it pathetically easy to dodge the enemies, since you can see which ones are real or not. But if a duck even comes near you, it'll not attack first. First of all, it will stun you first, which gives you all the time you need to get free and run away. And no other enemy does that. But the only thing you have to worry about is the water and the doors. And of course the tiny traps. The doors are only things to worry about because they could corner you and you'd easily die if a duck is chasing you at the same time. So what I'd recommend doing is opening every single door you see while playing, which makes your survivability way bigger. And the boss fight is just like a meh. You can dodge the ducks that spawn by just running around and not letting them catch up to you. And for Doom Ducky, you just have to never get close to him and dodge the ducks he throws at you. This is why Stranger Sewers is ranked at number 4. Alright, so we're moving on to number 3, and it goes to Monkey Business. Monkey Business, for the first of all, is the only level where you don't have any powers, which increases the difficulty of the level drastically. But the level is not hard because you don't have any powers. The level is hard because of the AI. The AI in Monkey Business are very smart, and they'll split up to corner you, and they are in a group of 4, which already makes it easier for the monkeys to corner you if they get the chance. And Monkey Business is full of corners and places where you can get trapped. And since you don't have any powers, you can't exactly escape them if you do get cornered. The monkeys also know exactly where you are all the time, so you'll likely always be in a chase, stressing you out. But the positive things are that the monkeys are slower than you, and you hear their footsteps clearly. There is nothing more to say about monkey business than unless to say that it is quite hard because of the smart AI the game has. Alright, so number 2 goes to Crazy Carnival. Now, I feel like a lot of people would think that this is the hardest level in the game, but I don't feel like it's the hardest because of some stuff that number 1 has. But this one is extremely hard still, don't get me wrong. The first zone is not bad at all. You have cars that drive around the obstacle course that spits out clouds, but as long as you don't get close to a car, you're safe. But if you accidentally trigger one, then it can be a bit rough since you have clowns chasing you instead, and they can stack up to 8 clowns per floor, I think, making it so that you have to be cautious of clowns. But the real hard part of this level is the funnels, and oh my god, I hated this part when I first played it, because of many reasons. First one being that there are 5 groups with 5 clowns in them each, making it 25 clowns in total. But by this time you do have Primal Fear, making it not too bad but still incredibly hard. Since there are so many clowns, they could very easily cut you up, making it so that you have to take another path. And the tiny coaster around the sides of the map is just annoying. It's fast, and if you do make a simple mistake, then you're dead. There are also the cannons, which can be rough to get through if you're getting chased and you're unsure of when it is firing. And the boss can be pretty hard if you're unsure of what you're doing, but it's not too bad if you get the hang of it. But it can also be luck sometimes, because sometimes the Goliath clowns do not attack when you're directly under them, which can give the clown gremlins time to get you and end you. I don't think I need to explain more, you guys know why Crazy Carnival is top 2, and this is why it goes to number 2. And the number 1 spot goes to Deadly Decadence. This level is considered as the hardest level in the game, and I totally agree with that. Even if you are good at this level, it'll still be tough. The Gold Watchers are very annoying to deal with because you have to constantly look at them, or you are basically dead. The only times you can be safe while looking away from them is when you use speed boost, but they'll still be right behind you even if you speed boost away. The first zone is pretty rough if you're not careful. A thing that could happen is that you accidentally walk into a trap since you are so focused on the Gold Watchers, and then accidentally die by the trap. But the second zone is it's just not fun. The actual manor is massive, and the fact that there are 4 Gold Watchers and a ton of traps does not help the situation. There are spike traps and pendulums, and those pendulums are the worst. If you're in a room with pendulums and the Gold Watchers are also in the room, then you're basically dead. Since you have to keep your eyes on the Gold Watcher, but there could be multiple Gold Watchers in the room, making it even harder to keep an eye on them. The thing that will mostly happen is that you'll run into a pendulum or a spike trap, since you're not focused on the traps but the Gold Watchers only. Or the opposite thing will happen, which is dying to a Gold Watcher since you are focused on the traps. Oh yeah, by the way, this level is where you get cornered the most by far. The Gold Watchers AI are kind of like the murder monkeys, but where they try to corner you, but they do it even smarter. They'll corner you and you can get across since you have teleport by now, but if you do teleport behind the Gold Watcher that's trying to corner you, there will most likely be another one behind that wants to kill you very fast. And these things continue throughout the entire manor, which is very frustrating. But the escape sequence is also very hard. You need to first of all get out of the manor, and that is already very hard by itself. And since the Gold Watchers are still active until you grab the ring piece. And of course Malak will also spawn to and ruin your life. But when you're outside of the manor, you have to get past all the Gold Watchers that are on a massive garden. The game also makes it harder by adding fog to it and decreasing your FOV. And there you get chased like crazy. And when you finally reach the portal, you are required to teleport into the portal to actually escape, since the Gold Watchers are surrounding the portal. And those are the reasons why Deadly Decadence is the hardest level of them all. Nothing compares to this until chapter 4 drops. And there we go. There was my tier list on what I thought was the easiest and hardest levels of Dark Deception during chapters 1 to 3. If you agreed to this tier list, then that's great. If you didn't, then be sure to leave your own tier list down in the comments. I would love to see what you guys think are the hardest and the easiest levels in the Dark Deception chapters 1 to 3. And again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here, and be sure to turn on the notifications so you get notified whenever I upload a new video to my channel. And without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!